I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at the Hunt for Wolverine issue number 1. Everyone's favorite mutant knucklehead is back from the dead. What will that mean for his friends and his enemies? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join this comic, we check on in with the Reavers, a team of cyborg mutant haters who have seen better days. It seems that their last couple of jobs went tits up and they're in desperate need of repair money. Luckily, they managed to get the mother of all leads, location to the resting place of Wolverine. Why, just the excess adamantium that is encasing the hero right now would be enough to pay their bills for years, but imagine what they could do if they sold him on the black market. Luckily, Wolverine's friends weren't idiots and they are actually watching his gravesite. Because of that, X-Men Gold comes on in to make the save. Now, normally the Reavers would be pretty easy to defeat, but their backs are against the wall, they're desperate, and they're pulling out all the stops. After a bit of a dicey battle, our heroes end up being victorious, but not before the bad guys crack open the adamantium statue to realize there's no body inside, not anymore at least. As we discover in a flashback, Wolverine's closest friends and allies realize there was something a little macabre about keeping his corpse inside an adamantium shell, especially considering all the trouble the metal had given him over the years. Kitty Pryde had used her phase shift powers to get the body out of the metal casing, which is good, and they decided to leave the casing up as a type of memorial to anyone who would want to pay their respects. Logan was then given a much more tasteful burial and funeral whose location was known only to the X-Men themselves. However, the whole situation got Kitty Pryde just a little bit concerned. When Shadowcat visits Wolverine's grave, she has herself a little look and oh no, the body's gone. And this is bad for a number of different reasons, not the least of which being Logan's very unique genetic makeup would make him a wet dream come to life for any mad scientist out there, and there's oh so many in the Marvel Universe. But if his body was stolen, that would mean someone within the X-Men inner circle is a dirty rat. And that's not even counting the other very likely and very horrifying scenario, and that is he could have just gotten up and walked away, and if so, where is he now? The team decides to make hunting for Wolverine their top priority, but they're not going to do it alone. Wolverine touched so many lives in the Marvel Universe and was on so many teams, this is going to have to be a bigger effort. Kitty decides to first recruit Iron Man, Tony Stark, which means this book has to come after the events of Bendis's current run. Tony figures that it's only right if he's going to hunt down Wolverine, then he should reunite the new Avengers team. Want to know what happened there? Go read their mini. Kitty also decides to go to Daredevil of all people for help, figuring that with Madrox gone, they could use their own resident detective, and you know, Daredevil has had some good times fighting alongside Wolverine against the Hand. Want to know what happened there? Again, read the mini that's coming out soon. Turns out not all the Reavers got locked up too. One managed to place a call to Lady Deathstrike, longtime Wolverine foe, who once she hears that he might be alive again, drops everything to go and try and kill him. You guessed it, you want to know what happens there? Go pick up her book. And lastly, we have the team that Kitty herself is leading alongside a bunch of other longtime Wolverine gal pals like Jubilee, Storm, and Jean Grey. They're headed to Madripoor, figuring that if his body is being sold on the black market, it'll probably go through there first. Now, as the comic winds down, young Jean Grey takes solace in the fact knowing that no matter what the future may hold, the world just got a lot better and a lot more interesting because Wolverine is back in it. And there you have it, the Hunt for Wolverine issue number 1, everybody. A nice little kickoff to this Hunt for Wolverine mini storyline that's going to be running in a bunch of different books for a while now. Charles Soule definitely has a way with the X-Men, and he especially has a way with continuity. I respect all the little shout-outs here and there. Costumes characters were wearing, Kitty mentioning that, you know, this was the hardest phase shift she ever had to do since the Bullet, you know, little things like that that go a long way. Beyond that, this issue is mostly just a lot of setup to get you primed for all these new little minis that are coming out soon, but I gotta say, it got me hyped up, it did its job, and I will probably be looking at most, if not all, of these little side series that are spawning out from this one. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. Good time. So that's Hunt for Wolverine, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other ones I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at GabeJoel, so you always know what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like comic books and you like video games, you should check out my personal Let's Play channel. It's called Joel Daily. I'll be linking it down in the description. I'm playing God of War right now. Stop on by and say hey, why don't you? And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.